The waters trembled as the River King rose from his throne. His fiery eyes glowed brighter than ever, and his voice rumbled through the deep like thunder. The third trial, he said slowly, is death. Only those who conquer it may claim freedom. Before Obi could reply, the water beneath his feet split open. A violent current swallowed him whole, spinning him faster than any storm. His lungs screamed for air. His body slammed against rocks, dragged deeper and deeper until the world grew black. He was sinking into nothingness. For a moment, Obi thought it was over. He could no longer fight, no longer breathe. His chest burned, his arms fell limp, and his thoughts began to fade. But then, through the suffocating darkness, he saw a faint glow. It was Neka. She was floating far above him, her hands pressed against her glowing prison. Her lips moved, though no sound carried through the water. Yet Obi heard her in his heart. Asterisk, do not give up. Asterisk. Strength sparked within him. His body moved, though it felt like stone. He swam toward the light, but the river fought back. Dark hands reached from the depths, pulling at his ankles, dragging him down. Suddenly, the shadows twisted together and formed a massive figure, his own likeness. An identical Obi, but with lifeless eyes and a cruel smile. You cannot escape, the dark double hissed. You are weak. You are nothing. You will drown, and she will remain mine. The real Obi clenched his fist, though his strength was fading. He had no calabash, no weapon, only his will. The shadow doubled his movements, blocking every strike. The waters echoed with their struggle, two Obis clashing like mirrored images. Each time Obi tried to swim upward, the shadow dragged him back. His chest ached, his vision blurred. He was running out of time. Then he remembered Mama Ife's words, the river respects courage. But courage is not only in fighting, it is also in surrender. Obi stopped struggling. He closed his eyes, let go of the fight, and allowed the water to pull him downward. The shadow smirked in triumph and wrapped its hands around his throat. But instead of fear, Obi felt peace. He whispered, "If death is my trial, then I accept it. But I will not abandon her." At those words, the shadow froze. Cracks split across its face, and light poured from within. With a deafening roar, it shattered into countless fragments that dissolved into the water. Suddenly, Obi's body surged upward, carried by a current of pure light. He gasped, filling his lungs with air, though he was still underwater. The throne room returned, glowing brighter than before. The River King stared at him, his fiery eyes flickering with something almost human, surprise. "You have conquered death," the spirit murmured. His voice no longer rumbled with anger, but with reluctant respect. "No mortal has done this for generations." Obi collapsed onto the glowing floor, trembling, but he managed to look up. "Release her. That was our bargain." The River King turned his gaze toward Neka, still chained by flowing water. His crown glowed fiercely, and the chains began to unravel. The prison cracked, and Neka stumbled forward, gasping as though she had been holding her breath for eternity. She ran into Obi's arms, tears streaming down her face. "You came for me, you really came." Obi held her tightly, his own eyes wet. "I would face 1,000 rivers for you." The River King stood tall, towering above them both. "You have earned her freedom, mortal. But freedom always comes at a cost. You have passed my trials, but the river will not let you live so easily." The waters around them roared, rising higher, as if the entire river itself was alive and enraged. And then, the River King raised his hand. "One final choice remains.